My next algebra lesson is titled Problems Involving Money. Alright. Our goal is to apply a four-step problem-solving strategy to solve money word problems. And we've been talking about this strategy for several lessons now. VEST. Identify the variable, write the equation and solve it, substitute your answer back into the story problem, and then try it. Look at your vocabulary word. I'm going to read the definition and say the word, and I want you to repeat the word after me. A formula used to determine the value in an investment after the interest has been credited is amount formula. A payment for the use of money borrowed or invested, interest. The formula used to compute the interest for a specific principal, interest rate, and time period is the interest formula. The amount of money invested or borrowed at a certain rate of interest is principal. Okay. Another group of problems found in everyday life are interest problems. Banks charge interest for loans. Customers receive interest on most savings accounts. So the amount of interest charged or paid is based on a formula. The formulas below are for simple interest and the total amount after interest. Okay, I want you to write these two formulas in your notes. We have I equals PRT. That's interest equals principal times rate times time. And A equals P plus I. Okay. All right, so let's look at this. Go to page 2. Coin problems. Coin problems involve a certain number of pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, half dollars, and silver dollars. You should distinguish between the number of coins and the value of the coins. The value of the coins must be added, not the number of coins, to get the total value of the coins. When a word problem involves money, be careful with the decimal point. In some cases, you may want to change dollar amounts to cents. Because when you change dollar amounts to cents, you can get rid of all the decimal points, which makes it easier. Okay, go ahead and go to show problems. Alright, I'm going to use the interest formula to find the following value. P equals $300, R is 7%, T equals 2. Find I. Well, my formula is my formula is right here. I equals PRT. So let's substitute these. I equals, P is 300. R is 7%. Now be careful. 7%, I have to change it to a decimal. 7%, so it's going to be 0.07 times time is 2. So I have to multiply these numbers together. I equals 0.07 times 300, 0.0021. My decimal, I need two numbers after the decimal. So 21 times 2, so I equals 42. And this is dollars, so my answer is $42. Okay? Don't forget, in order to multiply percents, you have to change them to decimals first. Okay, go to number 2. Number 3. Go to number 3. I want you to stop the tape and answer the problem and then compare it with mine, okay? Go ahead and stop the tape, answer number 3. Okay, let's look at number 3. We said I equals PRT. Use the interest formula. This is the interest formula. Interest equals principal times rate times time. To find the following value, round to the nearest penny. Okay, just substitute our values. My interest is $125, so 125 equals, I don't know P. R is 6%. I have 6%. I have to change it to a decimal, move it over 2. So it's going to be 0.06. What is T? T is 1. Oh, that ought to make it easy. If it's times 1, I really don't even have to put it, right? 125 equals 0.06 times 1 is 0.06 P. Okay? And then I have to, the P stingy, he kicks everyone else out. To kick him out, we have to divide by 0.06. These cancel out. Okay, and if I take 125 divided by 0.06, you may use your calculator. I'm going to go ahead and divide it out. I have to move the decimal to the end, move it over 2, 1, 2. Okay, so my decimal's right there. 6 goes into 12 twice. 6 times 2 is 12. Bring down the 5. 6 does not go into 5. 6 goes into 50 4 times. No, it doesn't. 6 goes into 50 8 times. 48. Now it's going to be 2. Bring down my next 0. 3 is 18. My goodness. Okay, now if you look, see this 20? This is the same as that 20. So this 3 is just going to keep repeating. If I'm talking about money, I know that I need 2 decimal places. So you should have come up with $2,083.33. How did you do? Did you figure that one out? Okay, if you messed up, you just need to look and see where you messed up. Make a mental note of it so you know what to do next time. Go ahead and go to number 5. I want you to stop the tape, answer number 5, and then I want you to play the tape and compare it with mine, okay? Go ahead and stop the tape and answer number 5, okay? Stop the tape. Okay, we're still using our best strategy. Bill sold his skates for 85 cents less than he paid for them. Okay, what is X? He sold them for 85 cents less than he paid for them. I know he sold them for 85 cents less. I don't have any idea what he paid for them, okay? So X is going to be what he paid for them, okay? If X is what he paid for them, how much did he sell them for? It says 85 cents less, okay? 85 cents less than he paid for them. So which one's going to be more? How much he sold them for or how much he paid for them? Well, if he sold them for less, obviously he paid more for them. So it's going to be X minus 85 cents equals, this is how much you sold them for. Okay? I've identified my variables. Now I need to write my equation and solve it. It says he sold his skates for $4.65. Okay. This is the formula for how much he sold them for. X minus 85 equals, and it says he sold them for $4.65. I'm going to get rid of all the decimals. Okay? That way I don't have to mess with the decimals. Alright, if that confuses you, go ahead and put them in there. You're going to come up with the same answer. Okay. I have to add. These cancel out. X equals 5 plus 5 is 10. 7 plus 8 is 15. 5. Now in my answer I'm going to have to put the decimal point back. My answer is $5.50. Okay. If taking the decimals out confuses you, put them back, just leave them in there and do it. But you should have come up with $5.50. Okay? Alright, now I want you to go to number 7. I want you to stop the tape, do number 7, and then compare it with mine. Okay? Stop the tape. Okay, let's look at number 7. A boy earned $10 more than twice as much as his sister. Okay, I'm going to stop there. What is X? Is X going to be the boy or his sister? Well, it says a boy earned $10 more than twice. I don't know anything about his sister. So I'm going to have X equal his sister. Okay. If this is how much his sister earned, how much did the boy earn? It says $10 more than twice as much. So $10 more is plus, okay, then twice. Twice means 2 times X. Okay? Just take it one word at a time. Figure it out one word at a time. Okay? Okay. Now I need my equation. Together they earn $70. What does that mean? What does together mean? Together means add. So I'm going to add them together. The sister plus the boy, 10 plus 2x, and it says they made $70. Okay? Now all I have to do is solve it. Like terms, x plus 2x is 3x plus 10 equals 70 minus 10, 3x equals 60. I'm going to put it over here. 3x equals 60. So I have to divide them by 3. X equals 20. Okay, so his sister made $20. How much did he make? Well, he made 10 plus 2x. So 10 plus 2 times x is 20. So 10 plus 2 times 20 is 40. 10 plus 40 is 50. So he made $50. Okay? How far did you get? Now I want you to go to number 9. In fact, I'll tell you what. I'll help you with number 9. We'll do number 9 together. I showed you a problem like this a few lessons back, but I want to do another one of these with you. So So here we go. A boy has 11 coins and dimes and quarters. Their value is $1.70. How many of each does he have? It says let X be the number of quarters. Okay. X is the number of quarters. 11 minus X is the number of dimes. Okay. It says they value $1.70. Now, I'm going to take away, I'm not going to use any decimal points. You either have to use decimals everywhere or no decimals. Since I'm talking about money, I'm not going to add any decimals. Okay? So let's look at this. It says their value is $1.70. $1.70 equals, okay, how much is a quarter worth? A quarter is 25 cents. So I have to take 25 times however many quarters he has, plus how much is a dime? A dime is 10 cents. So I have to take 10 times however many dimes he has. 11 minus X. Now, order of operations, I have to take care of the parentheses first. So I'm not going to touch anything else yet. Plus, let's distribute. 10 times 11 is 110. My signs are different, so it's minus 10x. Now let's combine like terms. 170 equals, okay, 25 minus 10 is 15x, don't forget your x, plus 110. Okay, which two terms are like? These are. So I need to subtract the 110 from both sides. These cancel out. 60 equals 15x. So I have to divide by 15. If you think of a clock, you know that 60 divided by 15 is 4. Okay, so he has 4 quarters. How many dimes does he have? 11 minus x. 11 minus 4 is 7. Okay? Remember, with money, you have to multiply, to get the value, you have to multiply it times however much the coin is. This is quarters, but we multiplied it times 25 cents because quarters are 25 cents. These are dimes, so we had to multiply the dimes times 10 cents because dimes are 10 cents. Okay? Did you remember that? Okay. Now with this in mind, I want you to try number 11. I want you to try to solve number 11, and when you have your answer or when you get stuck, I want you to play the tape and compare it with mine. Okay? Go ahead and stop the tape. Okay, let's look at number 11. A clerk was asked to change a $10 bill. She returned 9 more dimes than nickels and 21 more quarters than dimes. Alright, how many coins of each did she return? Okay, which coin do we know the least about? She returned 9 more dimes than nickels. Well, we know there are 9 more dimes. I don't know anything about nickels. 21 more quarters than dimes. So I know quarters, there were 21 more. I know dimes, there were 9 more. I don't know anything about the nickels. Okay? So I'm going to put X equals nickels. X equals nickels. And I'm just going to put N. You can write the word out if you want. Okay, now let's look at it. There are 9 more dimes. So what are my dimes? It says 9 more. 9, what does more mean? More means plus. So 9 plus x equals dimes, right? Okay, now how many quarters are there? There are 21 more quarters than dimes. 21 more quarters. So quarters are 21 more than however many dimes there are, right? Plus, so 21 plus this, 9 plus x equals quarters. How did we do? Did you get that far? Or did you get stuck already? Okay, now what is my equation? My equation says that these equal $10. Okay? How much is a nickel? A nickel is 5 cents, so I have to take 5 times however many nickels there are, which is x, plus dimes are 10 cents, so I need 10 times however many dimes there are, 9 plus x, and I need 25 times however many quarters there are, which is 21 plus 9 plus x. And this equals $10. Now, if I'm not going to have any decimals, $10 is going to look like this. Okay? Don't let that confuse you. If I'm not going to use decimals, then I have to put it in cents. $10 is 1,000 pennies. Alright? Did we mess up there? Okay, order of operations. Number 1, I have to take care of the parentheses first. Okay, parentheses are first. So I'm going to leave everything else the same. 1,000 equals 5x plus 10 times 9 is 90 plus 10x plus, okay, I can simplify this. 25 times 21 plus 9 is 30 plus x. Now I can get rid of the parentheses over here. So I have 1,000 equals 5x plus 90 plus 10x plus, okay, 25 times 30. You can use your calculator. 25 times 30 equals 750 plus 25x. Okay, let's combine like terms. 1,000 equals, I have a 5x, a 10x, and a 25x. 25 plus 10 is 35, plus 5 is 40, so 40x plus 90 plus 750. 750 plus 90, 9 plus 5 is 14, is 840. Okay. Next in the order of operations says I need to subtract. Like terms is going to be this one. So I have to subtract the 840 minus 840. These are going to cancel out. So I get 0 to borrow from the 10. 10 minus 4 is 6. 9 minus 1, 8 is 1. Equals 40x. So I have to divide both sides by 40. So 4 equals x. So I have 4 nickels. It's not writing very well, is it? Dimes, I have 9 plus x. 9 plus 4 is 13, so I have 13 dimes. And I have 21 plus however many dimes there are. So 21 plus 13 is 34. So I have 34 quarters. Is that what you came up with? 4 nickels, 13 dimes, and 34 quarters. Okay. I'm thinking that probably if we messed up, it's probably right here at the $10. Be careful with that. Okay. With this in mind, I want you to try number 13. I want you to solve number 13 and then compare it with mine. So I want you to stop the tape and answer number 13, okay? Stop the tape. Okay, let's look at this. A bank teller was asked to cash a check for $260 with 3 times as many $1 bills as 5s and half as many 10s as 5s. You told a bank teller that, they'd probably ask you, what do you want? But anyway, what do we know the least about? Dollar bills, 5s, or 10s? Well, 3 times as many $1 bills. So we know $1 bills is 3 times as many. That's 5s. It says half as many 10s as 5s. So it looks like 5s are the ones I know least about. So I'm going to say X equals 5. I don't know how many $5 bills we're going to have. Okay? Okay, so how many $1 bills are there? It says 3 times as many $1 bills. So 3 times as many. So 3 times that, right? So 3 times X equals 1s. Okay, and it says half as many 10s as 5s. So 10s are half as many than I have 5s. So how am I going to do that? Well, it says half as many. So 1/2 times X equals 10s. Right? Okay. Now I identified my variables. Okay, so what is my equation? It says a bank teller was asked to cash a check for $260. So it has to equal $260. Okay, so we have $260 equals, how much is a $5 bill? Well, it's $5. So 5 times X plus how many $1 bills? Well, 1 times 3X, which is 3X, plus how much is a $10 bill? Well, they're $10. And there are 1/2 X, so 10 times 1/2 X. Okay? Alright. I didn't have any decimal points to begin with because there's no change here. They're all dollar bills. So I don't have to change this because this is $5. That's $10. So there's no decimal points anyway. I hope that didn't confuse you. Okay, the first thing I have to do is take care of the parentheses. So I'm going to leave everything else the same. 260 equals 5X plus 3X plus, what is half of 10? Well, half of 10 is 5X. You can cancel them if you need to. That's going to be 1, that's going to be 5, and multiply across, but you're going to get 5. Okay? Now, I need to combine like terms. I have 5, 3, and 5. They're all alike, aren't they? Okay, 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 3 is 13. Now I have to divide both sides by 13. So 20 equals X. So I have $25 bills. So how many dollar bills do I have? 3X is 3 times 20 is 60. So I have $61 bills. I must be going to have a yard sale. Okay, and it says half X. 10 is half X. Half of 20. What is half of 20? My 2's cancel out. 2 divided by 2 is 2. 20 divided by 2 is 10. So there are 10 $10 bills. Alright. There were no decimals in that one. So you didn't have to worry about decimals. Okay. Now I want you to do the same thing with number 15. Stop the tape and solve number 15 and then compare it with mine. So stop the tape. Okay, let's look at number 15. Thomas had $6.35 in dimes and quarters. The number of dimes is 3 more than 3 times the number of quarters. How many quarters does he have? Okay, which coin do I know least about, dimes or quarters? Well, dimes he has 3 more than 3 times. Okay, I don't know anything about quarters. So X equals quarters. Okay. If X is quarters, how many dimes does he have? Well, it says 3 more means plus, than 3 times. 3 times X. And this is how many dimes he has. Okay, I've identified my variables. Now I need to write the equation. It says Thomas has $6.35. Again, I'm going to get rid of the decimals. So $6.35 is 635 equals, did you remember? We have to add the values. So a quarter is 25 times this, so it's 25X plus a dime is 10 cents times 3 plus 3X. Okay? Next, I need to take care of the parentheses. So I have 635 equals 25X plus 10 times 3 is 30 plus 10 times 3X is 30X. Now I need to combine like terms. So I have 635 equals 25 plus 30 is 55X plus 30. Next I need to add or subtract. Which term is the same as this one? This one is. So I need to subtract the 30. $605 equals 55X. I'm going to write that over here. 605 equals 55X. So I need to divide both sides by 55. Okay, use your calculator. What would that be? 605 divided by 55, you should have come up with 11. So I have 11 quarters And that's what my question is asking. How many quarters does he have? So we didn't have to find out the dimes. But if you wanted to do the dimes, 3 times 11 is 33. 33 plus 3 is 36. You would have come up with 36 dimes. Dimes. Okay. Go ahead and finish this lesson.